Good morning everybody, how are you? Happy Monday! Hi, I'm Paola, I'm a success coach and tango dancer in Austin, Texas, and if you've been watching the news, Hurricane Harvey just hit Houston and Austin got a little bit of that. So I would love to check in and see if you've had a great weekend, but chances are it was a wet one, and for some of my friends it was a tough one. So that being said, we still need to stay positive and we still need to get stuff done. So today I would like to talk about the word should, and because I love to play with the English language, we're going to make it a verb. So it's going to be shooting, not as in shooting with, no, not that one, shooting, and that's my French accent getting in the way. When it comes to saying you should or I should, in my experience, it's been found to be extremely counterproductive, and here's why. That puts us a little bit in a position of I know better than you. And I'm in the business of connection. I want people to connect with themselves, and I want to help them connect with others. And putting ourselves in that position of I know better than you do, and that depends on how it's delivered, obviously, it's not going to create a connection. It's not. And this is part of the language. This is the sentences that we've heard. The sentences that we use are the ones that we heard when we were kids. They are the ones we hear when we watch movies, and they are just in there. That being said, my great encouragement this week, if you have one thing to work on, because I believe on working on one thing at a time, is I beg of you, take the word should out of your vocabulary. As in, just take it out. Just never use it ever again unless you're making a joke with somebody that you know really well, that knows you really well, and that would be able to get it. And a few examples are going to be as follow. As a woman, if somebody, especially a man, is telling me you should do this, and it's followed by honey or sweetheart, you've lost me. You've lost me. I'm not listening to you. I don't want you in my life. Whatever is coming out of that person's mouth is gone. Oh, this is a great cause. You should do this. Don't tell me what to think, and please don't assume who I am. It's not going to work. So on the touchy subject of what's going on in Houston right now and in Austin, a lot of people are in great needs of a lot of things. When I start hearing, you should donate, you should be aware of what's going on, you should do this for your neighbors, you should do that because that's the right thing to do. It's an opinion, and two, don't tell me what to do. It's not helpful. It's not helpful. Yes, we want to connect. Yes, we want to get stuff done, but we're nobody's master. No one knows so much more that they are going to take ownership of somebody's mind and tell them what to do with it. And that's just where I am. We have to honor the authentic self. And the reason for it is that when we don't do that, we create an environment of instability. And when things are unstable, people don't feel safe. People don't feel safe, they don't listen to you. They go into survival mode. There is a number one thing in our brain that works better than anything else, is survival mode. We need to feel safe. And for some people, it's going to look different. For people in Houston right now, it's staying alive. For people in Austin, it's staying dry. So the safety thing is going to look different from one person to the next. However, if we avoid that awareness, if we don't take in consideration what is safe to a person or what is not, we're going to create the disconnect, and the disconnect is going to lead to, guess what? You're not going to get what you want. And I'm in the business of making sure you get what you want. So I beg of you, if you have something that you feel like you have a headspace to work on, let's get the word should out of the equation for a few reasons. And then there is that thing that I would, just because it's happening right now. To feel safe, people need to know that we're in this together. Okay, yes, I'm referring to what's going on in Texas with the hurricane. For people to feel safe, they feel that we need to move as one, to have like that sense of community, and I completely get it. I don't think we can talk about that type of situation without talking about privilege. And privilege is going to look different from one person to the next. Also, when it comes to Houston and Austin, for example, I feel privileged that I live in a part of town that you have to work really hard to flood it. I mean, you would have to go at it. I feel privileged. I'm not going to feel guilty for that. So I encourage everybody, yes, my friends are struggling in Houston, and I wish I could be there and do something for that. But feeling guilty for what we have is not helpful. Feel grateful. Feel grateful and be there for your friends however you can be there for them. And if somebody is telling you you should donate to that charity, or you should feel ashamed, or you should feel bad, or you should feel grateful, just cut them off. It's like, you know what, this is not helping. We need to put some boundaries when it comes to the should and who's telling us that. For two reasons. A, speak up. You have a voice. Some people don't. Some people are in countries where they get killed for saying something that goes against the grain. We are so privileged to have the opportunity to speak our mind. I'm not saying you should, I'm saying you can. And you may be really happy you did. You know, it's about the result. So if something like that happens, let people know how you feel about it. Let them know, you know what, it's not helpful. I'm a big person. I do whatever I want with my mind and my money and my body and my time. And then the other thing is, if individuals are not aware of what they're doing, they're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep doing it. And in a way, it is a little bit of our responsibility. Again, I'm not telling you what to do. But the way I look at it, it's a little bit of our responsibility to let people know, hey, by the way, this is what you said, this is what you did. I just don't think that's helpful. And if you're looking for people to help out, or if you're looking for people to do certain things, if you appreciate their authenticity and their freedom, and you suggest or you invite, by the way, I love invitations, I hate orders. If you want me to do something, invite me. If you want me to not be in your life, give me orders. And that's going to work for a lot of people. So invite them. It's like, hey, this is what's going on. I think it would be great if we could do this. You know, would you like to do this with me? Everybody loves invitations if it's in alignment with their values and what they think is fun or what they think is going to accomplish something greater. So I invite you to look at that. Step away from the should, go into the invitation, and if somebody is trying to put a guilt trip on you because you're not doing something that they think you should do, let them know about it. It's like, hey, you're not helping. You're not connecting with me, I'm not connecting with you, I'm not going to do it, you just discredited yourself with me. If you keep doing it, I think it's going to keep happening. So I just want to say that. And, you know, can we start from the zero? Can we start fresh and redo that? So this is my 2 tidbits to my friends in Houston. I hope you're doing good. And if you have any advice about how that should conversation could go, just drop me a line. Let me know what your feedback is. If that's something that you're incorporating in your life already, and you've had some success, or if that's something you haven't tried yet, and maybe you need a little bit more coaching, a little bit more help, I'd love to be there for you. So until next week, reach for the greatest version of yourself. You can do it. Bye-bye.